What's up everybody, it's Mark from 403 Fauna. On today's video, we're going to take a look at the process of sending sheds in to gray rider reptiles. So I hope you kick back and listen in and enjoy the video. Before we get started with the video, I want to say that I am not affiliated with either Gray Rider Reptiles or Reptiles Genetics Inc. RGI, but I will be doing, I think, a 5-part series on comparing the two services for genetic shed testing. So it's going to be completely impartial, and they're both great services providing a wonderful opportunity to us ball python breeders. So it's all love here. I just want to show you guys the process of sending and receiving the results from shed tests. So first here, we've got 2 puzzles I produced last year. They are both 66% possible het for VPI xanthic. So I'm sending both of their sheds into gray rider reptiles to see whether they are heterozygous for VPI xanthic. Now just looking at the 2, there's one that's obviously brighter than the other, and I'm going to predict that that one tests positive for VPI xanthic. So which one do you think will test positive? The one on the left here, which I've labeled number 1, or the one on the right here, which I've labeled number 2. Just looking at them right now, you can see that this one is brighter and lighter than this one. So I'm going to predict that this one will test positive for het VPI xanthic. They just shed out, so the sheds that I'll be sending in are fresh sheds. So look at this stunning example of puzzle. See those puzzle tracks there? The puzzle eye stripes. She'll show her face. Wonderful dorsal stripe going on. So again, this one, a little bit brighter, lighter, more clean than the other one, which we'll take a look at right now. So VPI number 2, so we can see much more golden brown in color. Pattern is very similar. We have that dorsal stripe and the blocky puzzle patterns. Thick eye band, tracks. So yeah, just sisters right here, look very similar, except one's just a little bit brighter than the other. So do you think my prediction will come true? Or maybe this one will be the VPI, because VPI is a reduction of melanin, or a reduction of xanthic, which is the yellow pigmentation. So maybe this one will be the VPI because it's less bright than the other one. That's what testing is all about, and that's what we're going to find out. Now let's take a look at another pair that I'll be sending sheds in. Sisters also. Let's check them out. Now here we got a couple of 2022 girls that I produced. Father was a Mojave Krypton het ultramel, and mother was a pastel double het ultramel ghost. So these will all be either cryptic or clown. 66% possible het ultramel and 50% possible het ghost or hypo. So I've been holding on to these girls, holdbacks from that clutch. I sold the rest. No ultramels were produced that year, but I did produce one from the same pairing this year. So over here we have the Mojave. When this girl hatched, she was really bright. This spot right here actually was like ultramel color, and I was thinking to myself, my gosh, that must be an ultramel trait right there showing through. But both of these girls are on their way to hopefully giving me a clutch in 2025. Big girls already. Beautiful pastel here. As far as het traits peeking through, I don't know. I know the hypos tend to be a little bit brighter. In fact, from this clutch this year, I do have a Mojave available on my morph market right now. And I gotta say, she's a lot prettier than this girl was when she was born. Maybe I should send this shed in from that girl and test her out. So yeah, we'll see. I did buy ultramel test and hypo test for both of them from Gray Rider Reptiles. If you buy one test, the other test will be at a discount. In fact, I'll show you the prices after I show you the snakes here, and I'll also show you the process of sending those sheds in. So what do you guys think? Any prediction here? Now it's going to be heartbreaking if both of them test negative for ultramel and hypo. That means that I've been holding these girls on for a couple years, feeding them, and for them to just be het ultramel or het cryptic or clown. Honestly, that part I don't really care about. I'll take either cryptic or clown. So I didn't put in an order for a test for that. But I'm hoping they'll both prove at least double het for either cryptic clown ultramel or cryptic clown ghost. And if I'm super lucky, they'll be triple hets. So crossing my fingers on this one. I have an ultramel het clown male ready for these girls in 2025. So yeah, excited for this pairing. So let's take a look at another snake that I'll be sending a shed in. Next shed that will be going into Charlie at Gray Rider is this Hidden Gene Woma Yellow Belly, 50% possible het ultramel. So we're gonna figure out whether this girl is ultramel or not. And she's also het cryptic or clown, same father as the other ones. But if she proves like negative for ultramel, I don't care. This girl is gorgeous and she's gonna stay in the racks. Look at how crazy the pattern is on this Hidden Gene Woma Yellow Belly. You got that beautiful flaming on the side from the yellow belly, some checkering on the belly. She's got a really cool head on her. Very clown-like head. At one point I thought, could some of these be Krypton? They look Kryptonish, but I think that's just the Hidden Gene Woma. I ended up with 10 snakes from that clutch. 2 of them went to a giveaway. 1 went to one of my students. So I still have 7 of these. And I'll be figuring out whether they're het ultramel. A couple of them will be going to Gray Rider. A couple will be going to RGI. So this is one of them that will be going to Gray Rider Reptiles. One more of the sisters that we'll look at, and then I'll show you how to process the sheds for Gray Rider Reptiles. Here goes the last one I'll be sending a shed in for this round of testing. As far as I can tell, this is a Mojave Hidden Gene Woma. And I'm thinking there might be yellow belly here. Look at the white flaming here. With Mojaves and yellow bellies, they're kind of hard to tell. And there's maybe even fire here too. I could test for yellow belly, I suppose, but again, this girl's gonna stay in the rack, so it doesn't really matter. And maybe when she breeds someday, that is when we'll figure it out. This is the one with the little emoji on the neck right there. So as far as I know, Mojave Hidden Gene Woma, possible yellow belly, possible fire. There's also fader involved, but fader is a polygenic gene that, I can't really say anything about. But either way, we're gonna figure out whether she is het ultramel, because she's 50% possible. And again, possible, or she's either het for cryptic or clown, because father was a Krypton. Okay, so let's take a look at how I'll process these sheds and send them off to Gray Rider Reptiles. So probably the most important part of this whole process is organizing everything properly and don't get things mixed up. Of course, you're gonna collect those sheds as soon as they shed, roll them out and dry them out for 24 hours. And this is so far what I have got. So for this round of testing, I've collected all the sheds, and I'm gonna do another video with RGI, but I'm still waiting on sheds for those. So whenever that's ready, that video will be put out. So we can see I've organized everything beautifully here. They're all dried out, ready to be placed in the bags. Let me show you that process next. I've already went and processed all the sheds except for this last one. I thought I'd share that with you. So what you're gonna need is an envelope addressed to Gray Rider Reptiles. And you're gonna need a Ziploc bag that's labeled. You could just write directly on the bag with a Sharpie, but I chose to use these sticker labels. Also on Gray Rider Reptiles' website, You could print out these little cards if you don't want to do that. So let's go ahead and put the shed in there. You don't need much of the shed. This is probably more than he'll need, but it's not bad to put a little extra. Let's get all the air out of there and ziplock it up. Now I put 2 sheds per envelope. I believe you can put up to one ounce of materials in an envelope before you'll have to add more stamps to it, but I thought it would be just easier if I put the 2 sheds per envelope. I'm gonna add the geekiest sticker pack to it. Rumor has it that Jessica Hare, she entered my contest on the Fauna Topic to win a snake just to get a sticker pack, because the only way you can get these is if you get a snake off of me. So we got Porkins, Star Wars. If you like anime, this is from Hunter x Hunter, One Piece, and from Demon Slayer. So we know Jessica's a big anime nerd, so she's gonna get one of these if she wins my snake. But Charlie will get them definitely. I know he appreciates stickers. Make sure it's all nice and neat in there. So I don't have to lick it. There we go, all set. Ready to go. I'm just gonna put my address on here and bring it off to Gray Rider Reptiles. So whenever those results are ready, I'll put up the video for this and we'll see it together. It should be a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. Now I'm also gonna do one for Rare Genetics Inc. But again, I'm just waiting on the sheds for the snakes for that. Have a great week, everybody. Take care and be safe.